Welcome to my channel. Today's story is a powerful HFY tale about kindness, destiny, and a secret that spans the entire galaxy. Imagine making lunch for a few quiet children every afternoon, and only later discovering that those children were not human, not ordinary, and definitely not harmless. Because their mother ruled the entire galaxy. This is the story of how a simple human cook unknowingly became one of the most important people in intergalactic history. The Blue Plate was a tiny diner tucked into the forgotten edges of Lunar City. It sat between a noisy repair shop and a dusty supply depot, completely overshadowed by the towering silver skyscrapers around it. For most people, it was invisible. For Tyler Grant, it was everything he had left. Tyler had once dreamed of becoming a top chef on Earth. But one bad business deal, one kitchen accident, and one ruined reputation later, he found himself working in a failing diner on the moon, barely earning enough to keep the lights on. Day after day, he wiped the same counters, stared out the same scratched window, and prayed for customers who never came. Until the day the door chimed and three small figures stepped inside. Tyler expected miners or travelers. Instead, he froze. The children weren't human. Their skin was pale blue with shifting iridescent patterns, and their eyes were completely silver, large, reflective, and slightly unsettling. Their limbs were thin, their features delicate, and their clothes were simple gray uniforms. They were Cyrillans, one of the most advanced alien species humanity had met since joining the Galactic Assembly. Tyler had seen adults on news broadcasts, but never children. The tallest child stepped forward and touched the translator pendant on her chest. A soft electronic hum translated her melodic clicks into English. "We have credits," she said. "We require sustenance." Tyler blinked. Food? You want food?" "Yes," she replied. "Protein and carbohydrates compatible with Cyrillan physiology." Trying not to panic, he checked his food tablet for xenobiology guidelines. Luckily, Cyrillans could eat most Earth proteins and carbs, just no dairy or nightshades. He cooked something simple: grilled chicken, plain rice, and steamed vegetables. When he served it, the children stared at the plates like they were pieces of alien technology. The tallest one took a cautious bite, and her eyes widened. The texture and flavor are harmonious. For a moment, Tyler forgot the empty diner, forgotten dreams, unpaid bills. Someone liked his cooking, even if they were from another star. The children finished everything. Then, they quietly left. The next day, they returned, with a fourth friend. The day after that, 5 came. Then 7. Soon, every afternoon, Tyler's quiet diner was filled with soft alien voices, silver-eyed smiles, and excited chatter through translator pendants. They tried everything: sandwiches, soups, noodles, roasted vegetables, and especially fruit desserts, which they devoured with sparkling eyes. They were intelligent, polite, and strangely formal for their age. But every time Tyler asked about their parents or guardians, the kids went silent. Their answers were vague, evasive. Clearly, they were hiding something big. One afternoon, the oldest child approached him after lunch. "Tyler Grant," she said, "we request 7 additional portions. For those who cannot come here." 7 more meals? That was a lot. But he cooked, packed everything, and handed over the bag. The children thanked him and disappeared into a transport tube. Tyler's curiosity grew. Why were so many alien children eating his food? Why were they alone? And most importantly, where were their parents? But he didn't press them. They trusted him because he didn't question them. Days passed. The blue plate transformed from a dying business into a secret haven for alien kids who preferred simple human comfort food over their sterile, nutrient-rich meals. Then one day, the door chimed, not with the cheerful sound of alien children, but with the echoing footsteps of a serious-looking human officer wearing the insignia of the Galactic Assembly. "Mr. Tyler Grant," the officer said, "you are required to come with me. Now." Tyler's stomach twisted. "What did I do?" "Your actions," the officer replied, "have attracted extremely high-level attention." He was escorted across Lunar City to the far side of the moon, the restricted zone where the Galactic Assembly Complex stood. It was the largest political structure ever built, rivaling Earth's greatest monuments. Tyler was led into a chamber so vast and bright that it looked like the inside of a star. At the center stood a tall, regal Cyrillian woman dressed in luminescent robes. Her presence was overwhelming, powerful enough to make the air feel heavy. Her eyes, silver, serene, commanding, studied him. Behind her stood the children. The woman spoke through a translator embedded in the walls. "Mr. Grant, you have been feeding my children." Tyler felt his soul leave his body. "Your children?" "Yes," she said. "I am High Empress Saratil of the Cyrillian Empire, the ruler of the most technologically powerful civilization in the galaxy." And Tyler had been serving lunch to her royal heirs, daily, without knowing. The Empress continued. "My duties in the assembly require constant attention. My children found their confinement unbearable. They sought escape and comfort. They found it in your diner. In your food." Tyler swallowed hard. I didn't know. I wasn't trying to. You showed them kindness. You did not interrogate them. You treated them as children, not as political assets. For that, I owe you gratitude." She paused. "And an offer." Tyler braced himself. "I wish to appoint you as the first human culinary ambassador to the Galactic Assembly. Your cuisine has brought comfort to my children. We believe it can build cultural bridges across species." Tyler's mind exploded. An ambassador? Him? A man who couldn't even run a small diner properly? But the Empress wasn't finished. "The blue plate will receive full imperial funding. You will serve as the official culinary link between humanity and the Cyrillian Empire. You have shown that simple human kindness can nourish more than the body. It can nourish the soul." Tyler didn't know whether to laugh, cry, faint, or ask if this was a dream, but when the alien children rushed forward and hugged him, in their strange, gentle, silver-eyed way, he understood. His food didn't just feed them. It made them feel safe. Later, historians would say that the first bridge between humans and the Cyrillian Empire wasn't built with treaties, technology, or negotiation. It was built by a lonely man in a tiny diner, serving lunch to hungry alien kids. And so the story of Tyler Grant, the human who fed the galaxy, began not with power or war or political ambition, but with kindness and a warm meal. Because sometimes, the smallest act of care is enough to change the fate of civilizations. Thank you for watching this video.